Fortress Income Fund Incorporated Capital Property Group.
Okay, and this is the one, like I said earlier, which had that focus on logistics properties, like huge industrial parks near Durban and that sort of thing. Then Capital Property Group merged effectively with Fortress, which was a much smaller fund. It's got A and B units. You've got to combine them together to get the market cap. So you've got to forget about Capital Property Group. This is the one now which has this big market cap.
49.9 billion rand, trading on a yield of around 8.5%.
Right now, when we talk industrial, it's actually distribution or redistribution warehousing. It's not, we don't make widgets in South Africa. We import widgets and we distribute them.
So you're saying this is not for, traditionally you would look at industrial as factories, but it's not. It's not manufacturing.
It's warehousing and logistics and redistribution.
It's like Isando Business Park is one of their assets, which is out there, Tambo, and there's all sorts of stuff coming and going.
And so is that good or bad?
No, it's very good. In fact, because there's been very little investment in the last 15 years, that is actually a shortage of space here, and the rentals have gone up strongly, and there is virtually no vacancies. Of course, capitalism is a strange thing. Whenever it perceives a good return, the money flows into it. So I wouldn't be surprised in 2 years' time if there's an oversupply of warehousing space, because every person is building warehousing. But it is quite a big differentiator between all the other companies that we've been talking about, and the yield's not bad. On this, the yield is still reasonable.
Above that 5% level, 5.8%. What did we say? 5.8.
Yeah. Also, remember I mentioned that there's this family of companies, Nepi, Rockcastle. Barry Stuhler runs this one, but he's part of the same. They're all on each other's boards. Des de Beer, Willie Ross. So they've had a great record of taking and evaluating and developing and extending properties. So this is the entity which focuses on the logistics distribution properties, but they also have quite a sizable portfolio of other
Fortress B,
property stocks, buildings in the Atterbury, Menlyn area with big corporate tenants like PwC and so on. So there it's done fine. Just to be fair and just to understand, the Fortress price prior to the very recent sort of 3 months or so all relates to Fortress's past. Whereas now you've got much bigger market cap, many more shares in issue because it acquired the capital portfolio. So we'll have to wait and see. To some extent, its chart really should look, more like the other ones.
Paul, what is wrong with me today? It's Monday, and now everybody's Paul. You see what happens? Wayne, let me try that again. Wayne.
Unfortunately, an ice cube as well. Maybe a half-melted ice cube, but an ice cube.
No, I'm afraid we're looking at ice cube here as well.
It's just a really bad start to the week. That's it. Not hard.